Juan, way to go! Juan, how long you been battling this?
I want to say 20 minutes now.
Yeah, it's been a while, huh? Shoes all soaking wet, Juan.
Yeah, I did.
Is it worth it?
That's worth it, man.
Great way to start Super Bowl Sunday. Nice big leopard shark. Juan, way to go! Beautiful animal.
It's about as big as they get.
Yeah, that's a nice one. Whoa, he's in my leg. I know, he hit me. Good morning, my dear friends, and welcome to beautiful Surfside, California. Check out that gorgeous sunrise this morning, the day after Super Bowl Sunday. Congratulations to all the Philadelphia Eagle fans. I know you got to be enjoying this. Hey, where is everybody? Yesterday, there were fishermen, surf fishermen for the Freedman Adventure Super Bowl Sunday surf fishing event from the jetty all the way up to the water tower. Easily over 50 anglers here yesterday on a cold winter day on Super Bowl Sunday. Very impressive showing. And I've already got another date for you. Sunday, February 23rd, 6 a.m. The sun's going to be coming up a little bit earlier. And also, we got that high tide. And as we move deeper towards spring, fishing should get better. All right. I'm going to get set up for the morning briefing because we're going to talk long range, we're going to talk local, we're going to talk weather. We have some weather on the way that you need to know about. And of course, we'll have so much more right here on the morning briefing coming at you next. Before we get started on today's morning briefing, don't forget, if you're headed to Ensenada, you're going to want to give Zeke Casas a call. Only 15 minutes from downtown, but just check out that spectacular view while in Ensenada, Baja California Norte. And if that garage door is giving you a problem, then you're going to want to call your garage door man. That's Joe Welker. Tax problems? Nobody better than our friend Tim Marquez. Tim's been doing taxes for 35 years. Give the tax man a call today. And for your heating and or air conditioning needs, you're going to want to talk to our dear friend John Lopez at Efficient Heating and Air Conditioning. Hey, it is truly great to be back with you all again on this gorgeous Monday morning. What a sunrise we've got, and the ocean looks really, really nice. It's great to be with you all. If you don't mind, hit that like button, share these videos with a friend, and post them everywhere. It really, really helps us a lot. Subscribe to the Freedman Adventures YouTube channel, and if you don't mind, make sure, my notes, make sure that you, what do you got to do? Subscribe and tick the little bell. You'll be notified when there's new content. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Apple Podcast, and Spotify. You know what time it is. It is time for the morning briefing. Good morning, my friends. Oh my God, is that good? And is it great to be with you? And I can't thank everybody who showed up yesterday. That was an absolute blast, and we caught a few fish. It wasn't wide open, don't get me wrong, but that big leopard shark, that sure put on a great show for everybody. That zebra perch that Chris caught, Calico Chris, very impressive, and everybody just having a lot of fun. Probably had 12 fish, maybe more than that. I had an over-under of 15, and I never really figured that out. I should do that. February the 23rd, we'll do it again. I mean, everybody who was here said, when's the next date? When's the next date? And rather than procrastinate on this, I looked at the tide charts and I saw a nice high tide my brother's birthday, February the 23rd, I saw that nice high tide and I said, we got to do it again. I mean, we'll be a little bit deeper toward spring, and who knows, maybe the fishing will kick into gear. If the weather holds, it's going to be absolutely gorgeous. All right, let's jump into it with you, and let's talk Mexico to start things off. The Mexican mainland, down in Cabo San Lucas, an occasional striped marlin, but not that many. It's been mostly the yellowfin tuna that when you have decent weather, and it gets windy down there during this time of the year into the springtime, so you've got to dodge that windy weather, budget a day or two extra, and that will really help you. But we've seen those yellowfin out there 20, 25 miles offshore where you find a little bit warmer water, you find some bait and you find some dolphin pods, and mixed with those dolphin are these 20 to 40 pound yellowfin tuna. It's not unusual to get one up over 100 pounds out there either. Loreto Mulaje continued excellent fishing for yellowtail. It has been spectacular there. I love what's going on down there, and I love fishing that zone during this time of the year. It is so much fun. We get you up to the area around San Quintin, Baja California, which is only 140 miles below the border, and down there they've had their shots on the yo-yo iron yellowtail, but they've had day in and day out tremendous rock fishing. When the weather is good, they get out and just put the wood to the big lings and the vermilions and all those other fish. So that is truly fantastico. I love it. It's really, really good. Now, moving up the peninsula a little bit closer to home, we'll stop at Punta Colonet and mention that the rock fishing there's been fabulous. That's 120 miles below the border. Some people drive down there and fish with the pangueros out of there. Most Southern California seem to jump on a sport boat out of San Diego, and they do what is called a day and a half trip here. So they leave, they fish all day long until the sun sets down there at Colonet, where the rock fishing's tremendous. And there are some years where we see some really good yellowtail fishing down there. Haven't seen it this year so far, but it can happen. And then they fish all day, and then as the sun sets, everybody has dinner, and then you motor home and you arrive back to San Diego in the wee hours of the morning and offload, and then go home and presumably have some delicious fish tacos or a great barbecue later that day. So that's how that goes down in beautiful Ensenada, and we love Ensenada. We love all our friends there. That's about 60, 70 miles below the border, and there's been stupendous fishing on the rockfish. The rockfish bite out of Ensenada has really, really been good. So that is all really excellent stuff. They've had a few yellowtail. Water didn't feel that cold. It's pretty nice here this morning. They've had a few yellowtail from time to time pop up under the bird schools, along with some really big bonito down there in that area, but mostly rockfish for those guys also. And then I have mentioned to you Popotla, which is located just to the south of Rosarito. So I'm thinking 40 miles below the border, and there's a little port in there, a little harbor. There's all kinds of restaurants, and there's seafood you can buy. In fact, the pangueros, commercial guys, will come in the afternoon. You can go there and purchase some fresh fish in case you strike out while you're down there. But there are some guys who fish down there. Cortez Sport Fishing, Carlos Cortez is one of those guys. He's had outstanding rock fishing here recently. And Carlos, I want to say 3 weeks ago, 18 miles from Popotla, had a bluefin tuna. There's been a little bit of that, but not much. We'll continue to watch that for you very, very closely. By the way, this looks perfect for surf fishing here this morning. Man, you gotta run down here and do your thing. I see maybe 2 surf fishing guys down there. Getting close to my coffee cup up there as I'm getting surrounded by the high tide. High tide's just starting to come up. So really good stuff. Don't forget, 4 p.m. today, the Danny Cadota Show live. You can participate in that show, and we highly recommend you do that. And then at 6 p.m., Tackle Shop Confessions. In fact, Sam De La Torre made an appearance here yesterday. He took a handoff from fish. Well, I'll tell you, we were graced by his presence, and you'll see him tonight at 6. And if you'd like to see what went on here on our surf fishing day yesterday, I dropped a video at 6 a.m. this morning on Facebook and Instagram, and right here on our YouTube channel, Go check it out. Check out Sam. Check out that big leopard shark. And check out all the great people who showed up for this event. I can't even enumerate them. There were too many and just a lot of great stuff going on. One of those anglers, Pat. Hey, Pat, man, you are a special person. Pat walked up to me and donated some funds to help Natalia, the little girl that we are helping in Mexicali, Baja California. And Pat, I've already sent that off. God bless you. Thank you so much for doing that. All of you are helping Natalia. Thank you so very much for all you do in our community. It means the world to us. So, Tackle Shop Confessions tonight at 6, Danny Cadota at 4. Let's talk long range, and many of the boats are kind of in, and man, the offload down there yesterday was tremendous for several boats. The Independence was down there. They offloaded a great catch. Now, we had been mentioning that they had a little bit tougher fishing, as did all the boys, because the weather was windy and not biting that well. But even with some tough days, they had magnificent days. They offloaded 9 cows yesterday, and a lot of other yellowfin tuna in the 100+ pound category. Most of it all big like that, but they had 9 cows. Cows are defined as yellowfin tuna or tuna over 200 pounds, and 1 super cow, which is 300+ pounds, a 305 pounder. Over on board the Intrepid, a similar beautiful catch was offloaded, and they had 1 cow. I think it was 325 on board the Intrepid. Really great stuff. Meanwhile, the Royal Polaris continues their trek on their way down to the fishing grounds, which are located about 1,000 miles south of Point Loma. It's a pretty good run, 3 days or so on the 16-day long-range trips, and they are nearing the zone. Yesterday, they did tackle seminars, and then everybody settled in for the Super Bowl and a great dinner on the Royal Polaris. So good stuff. Independence and the rest of the boys are going to turn around and start heading down that way also here really, really soon, as the tide is getting way too close to my coffee cup. Let's hope that it survives here this morning. Here comes a big one, man. I'm going to get screwed on this one. Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. Getting very close. All right, let's talk what's going on here in Southern California. And you know that we're catching sculpin and whitefish here because rockfish season is closed until April. Sheephead, can't catch those either right now. So sheephead you'll be able to take in March, and rockfish season will open in April. We're really looking forward to that. That's going to be a lot of fun. So here along the beaches, halibut, sculpin, whitefish, that kind of stuff is what's going on from San Diego all the way up to Ventura. There's also guys that fish sand dabs and do really, really well on the sand dab fishing. Remember, there is no limit on sand dabs. So you literally, it's not beyond reason to catch a couple of hundred sand dabs on a trip. Was I saying sand bass? If I was. So sand dab fishing can be spectacular. A little bit of bass, calico and sand bass, but not all that many. Just kind of picking at that. Native Son has had a few halibut yesterday. Only 2 halibut on their halibut trip. Again, the Native Son out of 22nd Street Landing right now is doing their halibut/bass derby. We'll continue to watch out. I know there's been some pretty good private boater catches on halibut, which we have illustrated to you all right here. And the Native Son, the last couple trips just scratched at them, but hopefully we'll get back on track again here very, very soon. We'll watch that for you very closely. Hey, that weather alert that I talked to you about, looks like we'll get a significant amount of rain, and we'll define that as maybe an inch, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less here. And that's all going to start on Wednesday through Friday. We'll have a little bit of inclement weather, and we'll also have some wind, associated with it here in Southern California. So check your local forecast, but you can anticipate some windy weather, some rainy weather, and that's going to occur right through Valentine's Day. And don't you dare forget your loved ones on Valentine's Day. Guys, Valentine's Day is not about you and me. Guys, I'm talking about. It's about the ladies in your life, your mom, your sister, your wife, your girlfriend, all of those people who determine how many days you're going to fish this 2025. So do something really, really nice for them on Valentine's Day. All right, let's talk about what's going on at Catalina Island. I know a couple friends of mine fished over there. There's been some halibut taken over there and even occasional white sea bass. A lot of white fish over there. That's been very, very good fishing for that. And there's an occasional, as I said, halibut, white sea bass in the mix. Not a lot, but the possibility of it, because there is still so much squid over there. And that squid, those little mollusks, those little devils are such an essential part of the food chain here in Southern California. You know, the big ones come out to eat the little ones, the food chain, and that squid attracts a variety of different predators into Catalina Island. The El Patron will be fishing out there, and it should be fantastic. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, El Patron on a Long Beach sport fishing destination, Catalina Island, just out there about 20 miles or so, and that is such a great place to fish. www.longbeachsportfishing.org. What's going on with my voice? longbeachsportfishing.org. No fuel surcharge, absolutely low price here in the wintertime, limited load trips. Get on the El Patron, you will love it. So that also is something. I'm going to get into the surf bite here. Highly recommend you go back and watch our surf fishing video that dropped this morning. It was so much fun. Check out that big leopard shark. That was an impressive catch by Juan. I am stoked that we got to check that out. And of course, the kids that were here really, really enjoyed that. Ventura Sport Fishing. You can get 20% off of your Island Spirit trips if you book ahead. So you can look in July, August, any month for that matter. Figure out what days you want to fish on board the Island Spirit. Book before April 1st and you'll get 20% off. Give Saul, my dear friend, a call and fish with Captain Daniel Hadaway this year on the Island Spirit and knock 20% off when you book today or tomorrow or before April the 1st. www.venturasportfishing.com or give them a call. 805-676-3474. It was so nice to have our garage doorman, your garage doorman, Joe Welker here yesterday. Joe was here, and it was nice to meet his daughter and son-in-law. It was a beautiful day. Joe, thank you for your great support, and thank you all for taking care of our sponsors, for using our sponsors. It really is deeply appreciated by yours truly. All right, so here in the surf, it's not wide open. It was not wide open yesterday. It was a picky, scratchy kind of day. A few small perch, a little bit of yellowfin croaker, a nice corvina or two, a couple halibut that were both short, that big leopard shark, and that's what you can expect. Hopefully that's going to improve as we go along. We got to introduce our new Friedman Adventures surf fishing line yesterday, and the guy who had the most fish was a guy by the name of Fish, and he had, I think, 4 total fish, and he fished that line exclusively. It blends in with the sand. The little fishies can't see it, and we'll have the availability and how you can purchase here shortly for you all. But Friedman Adventures now introducing a new surf fishing line that I know you're going to love, and I deeply appreciate everybody who said, I'm in, man, I'll take some of that. It worked great yesterday. It's been working great in field tests. We'll continue to do that. So some pretty good fishing. Big Fish Bait and Tackle offered a 10% discount to everybody who showed up. Remember, when you have that ruler of theirs, you're automatically in their contest, their monthly contest where they give away a brand new surf fishing rod. And it's custom made. It is gorgeous. And all you have to do is buy the ruler. They give away one every month. Every month the species changes. So this month it is halibut. Next month you'll check with them and they'll let you know. And you can get all the bait you need and everything else down there at Big Fish Bait and Tackle in the beautiful city of Seal Beach, California. So I had some people, Isaac, who came here with his son yesterday. Isaac said, when's the next day? And I said, Isaac, I'll try to have it by Tackle Shop Confessions tonight. Hey, Isaac, I beat you to the punch, man. February 23rd, right here again. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I can't wait to do it with you all. All right, my friends, Wow, what a day it was yesterday. It was fantastic. I hope you were an Eagles fan, and if not, the Chiefs had a heck of a season. Hey, I went through, a similar thing with Notre Dame. They came in as the second-ranked team in the country, and I was stoked with that. Very, very happy. And if you're a Chiefs fan, man, to get that far and almost three-peat, that's quite a feat. So, I'll tell you, if I don't see you February 23rd, I'll see you tonight on Tackle Shop Confessions and the Danny Cadota Show. That should be a lot of fun. And of course, if I don't see you in one of those places, I hope to see you somewhere else really, really soon. Take care, my friends, and have a wonderful start to your work week.